Hello, friends of Sudoku, and welcome to the New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle. Today is Thursday, December 7, 2023, and we are going to hop right to it because I want to go swimming later on. Not sure it's going to rain a lot today. When it rains, there is a lot of silt being washed out from the river that runs through the city here or through the town. And then swimming is less than pleasant, I have to say. So let's see what's happening here. We have a 1 blocking up and a 1 blocking over. One of these is a 1 blocking over. So with this 1 blocking up, it is clear that a 1 must go here. And we also have a couple of 1s blocking across like so and down here. So here's another 1. A 7 here and here block these 5 squares. This 7 blocks this corner square. So here's a 7. I see the 5 blocking here and the 5 blocking here. One of these is going to be a 5 blocking up. This 5 blocks up and this 5 blocks over. So 5 will go here or here eventually. We have a very standard pattern for the New York Times. We have the 7, 3, and the 9 blocking these squares here. So these 3 squares must be a 7, 3, and a 9. And that, of course, leaves 3 squares to figure out. And since there can't be a 7, 3, and a 9, there must be a 2, 4, and a 5. And there's not much I can do about that because the 4 could go here or here, the 5 could go here or here, and the 2 could basically go in any of these 3 squares. But at least we know what to watch out for. While I'm saying that, I'm seeing the 3 and a 4 blocking up here, and a 3 and a 4 blocking across here. So 3 and a 4 must go in these 2 squares. And since therefore none of these can be a 2, and we have this a 2 blocking across, it is clear that the 2 must go here. And these being 3 and 4 makes these a 7, 8, and a 9. So a 9 here and a 9 here and a 9 here forces a 9 in one of these 2 squares. And we know, of course, that these 2 7s block here and here. So here's the 7. And these must be the 8 and the 9. Therefore, these must be the 6 and the 5. And what do we do about the 6 and the 5? For the time being, nothing, I'm afraid. 1, 8, 9 here. We know that one of these is a 1 because of this 1 blocking, of course, and the 8 also blocks, by the way, so here's a 9. Remember how the 3, 7, 9 had to go here, here, and here? Now we got the 7 and the 9 blocking here, so this is where the 3 goes, and these must be the 7 and the 9s. It's a little annoying that we only have a single 8 in the grid so far. That makes it harder to find more, but I'm certain they will surface in their own good time. I think we can figure out that this is a 1 because this 1 blocks here, this 1 blocks here, this 1 blocks here, and this 1 blocks here. So here's a 1. And now we found an 8. Yeah. And that gives us another 8 here because this 8 blocks across, this 8 blocks down. One of these is an 8 blocking across. This 8 blocks across. Therefore, the 8 goes here, right? Here are 4, 3, and a 6. Also 4, 3 here. 6, 6. Only 2 6s in the grid, so they will have to sit and wait for a while until I get around to them. Let us revisit these squares, 2, 4, and a 5. Therefore, these must be 1, 6, and an 8. We have a 1 and a 6 blocking here, so here is an 8. And these must be a 1 and a 6. remote pair. Since this 8 blocks across and this is a 3, 4, we know that one of these is an 8 blocking across. This 8 blocks up. That gives us an 8 here. And we're going to have an 8 in one of these two squares eventually. We got a 3 and a 4 blocking these squares. So it follows that these two must be a 3 and a 4. Therefore, these must be a 1, 6, and a 7. Can we do anything with that? I don't think we can actually. So what we can do is look at these. One of them must be a 9. It goes up here in one of these two squares. The other must be a 2 and a 5. 5 goes here or here. 2 also goes up here. So yes, we got a 2 and a 9 in these two squares. Therefore, this must be a 5. And why is this not a 9, you ask? Well, we know that one of these must be a 9. It blocks over. So here's a 5. And here, therefore, is a 6. I'm seeing the 8s here blocking down and this 8 blocking across. Here's an 8. We still have the 7 and the 9 here to deal with. What else is happening in column 1? Apart from the 7, 9, we also need to find a 1 and a 2. The 2, of course, can't go here. The 2, of course, can't go here. The 2 blocks here. So here's a 2, and therefore we got the 9 here. And now we know that this must be the 7 and this must be the 9. This 9 blocks across. This 9 blocks down. This 9 blocks across. Here is a 9. We need to figure out these two. And they must be a 7 and a 1. Should be clear that this 7 blocks up. So here's a 7. And here is a 1. Here are 6 and a 1, also easy. The 1 blocks here, the 6 goes here. And that gives us a 6 in row 9 in this position. We now also have a 6 here or here because the 6 blocks across. And one of these is going to be a 6. We also still need a 4 and a 3, don't we? I don't really know what to do about that. Let's look at these 3. There must be a 3, 4, and one more, a 2. Yes. Well, the 2s block here and here. So here's a 2, and this is a 3, 4. 3, 4 everywhere, right? Interesting. We can't have a 1 here, and we can't have a 1 here, nor can we have a 1 here. So the 1 for the bottom row 9 needs to go here. A 3, 4, and a 9 now here. And that should be easy to figure out because these two 9s block here and here. Therefore, the 9 must go here. And these are 3 and 4. Therefore, these are 5, 6, and 9. The 9 still block down, so the 9 goes here. The 6 blocks down, so the 5 goes here, and the 6 must go here. 3 and 4, 3 and 4. 3 and 4, not 3 and 4. I am betting that this is going to be a 6. Let's try to sort this puzzle without using a unique rectangle pattern. It should be possible because we are so far into the puzzle already. Also 3 and 4 here, by the way, and here. But we did have an 8 and a 9 up here, didn't we, at the beginning? This 9 forces the 8 to go here and the 9 to go here. So we need a 5 and a 7 in two of these squares because we have a 5 and a 7 blocking here. This 5 and this 5 block here and here, therefore this is a 5. This 7 blocks here, therefore this is a 7. And these are all good old friends, a 3 and a 4. But let's continue with the 7s. The 7 blocks down, the 7 blocks over, this 7 also blocks, here is a 7. I think we're going to end up with just 3 and 4 squares everywhere. a 2, 3, and a 4 here. And we can solve that because the 2 blocks here, there's 2 blocks here, so here's a 2. 3 and 4, 3 and 4. What else? This is not a 3 or a 4 though, because we have a 3 and a 4 covered already. So what else is missing in the row? Besides the 4, we are missing a 5 and a 6. Really? So this is 5 or a 6. This is a 3 or a 4. This is 4 or a 5. Wow. Want to look at this square. We need to have a 3, 4, and a 6 in this column 9. There's a 3 and a 4 here, so we can finally do something with the 6s. Now we have these 6s blocking and this 6 blocking, so here is a 6. I told you this was not going to be a 3 or a 4, it was going to be a 6, and here we go. By normal Sudoku rules, no unique rectangle here today. So this 6 blocks over, so does this, giving me 6 for this square. And now these are 4 and a 5, the 4 blocks down. Here's a 5, here is a 4. 5 blocks over, here's a 5, and here is the 2. That gives me a 2 here. And this has got to be an 8, giving me also 8 blocking down here and over, giving me an 8 here. Are these the 3s and 4s? No, not likely. The 4 blocks over, the 4 goes here. And the 3 here, yes. And now we have a 3 here and a 4 here and a 4 here and a 3 here. Since this 4 now blocks over here, this must be a 3, this must be a 4. We now have a 4 here and a 3 here. Unwinding this is quite fun, but a little tedious, right? Do you agree? This is a 4 and this is a 3. And that's it for today's puzzle. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching and bye for now.